Welcome to a Morning Movie News special report. What's the big deal? Well, tonight we're finally going to find out if Divergent truly is a fan phenomenon, because the full trailer will debut during the MTV Video Music Awards, either during the ceremony or the pre-show. They have intentionally not specified when to get you to watch the entire thing. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, Grace, I couldn't care less. I'm watching Breaking Bad tonight. I don't like Hunger Games. I certainly don't like Twilight, so who cares if Lionsgate and Summit are able to launch a third version of basically that same thing. But I'm telling you that this is a very rare opportunity to see if a franchise can be launched in front of its core demographic and connect. Usually these things are dropped as a surprise. We don't know when the trailers are coming out, or it's a big trailer like something like Thor that everybody kind of knows it's going to be big. But this is something that has a question mark over it. So it's almost like knowing that a meteor shower is coming. Go set up your lawn chair, get a nice seat, and watch Twitter and YouTube to truly see if Divergent is going to be as big a deal as its fan base and Summit and Lionsgate hope that it's going to be. Now, MTV is a very smart move to debut it here, because at Comic-Con, Divergent didn't really connect. I was surprised by that. Because, as we all know, Twilight found tremendous success there, but nobody, even the Hunger Games, I feel, hasn't been able to connect at least. But I guess Twilight never really connected with the Comic-Con crowd either, but for some reason with the media, or the Twilight fans came out to Comic-Con. So far, maybe I don't see a ton of Hunger Games fans. Maybe they aren't the same level. There aren't any like Twihards, but there hasn't been the same exodus to see the film and its stars for Hunger Games at Comic-Con. And we didn't see that kind of interest for Divergent either. Now, to be fair, Divergent had to share a lot of its press events at the convention with Ender's Game. And of course, that movie stars Harrison Ford, which is much more Comic-Con friendly and a bigger headline grabber. But still, even though, I covered it, I ran the press conference, as you've seen, but still, not a huge story coming out of Comic-Con. Again, though, but maybe that's because it wasn't its core demographic. But MTV is. Some at Lionsgate have used the network with tremendous success to promote Twilight and to launch and promote the Hunger Games. So if it doesn't score here, this is Divergent's litmus test. If it's not a big deal here, it's not going to be a big deal. So what should we be looking for? Well, as soon as the trailer hits, it should be trending at least nationally in the United States on Twitter. At least Divergent, but it would be great if they could also have some trending for Triss. She's the lead character played by Shailene Woodley. You might see Shailene Woodley trending as well. Theo James, it would be nice to see him trending, because Hunger Games really only has Jennifer Lawrence as its breakout star, whereas Twilight gave, they gave Summit and Lionsgate Kristen Stewart, Robert Pattinson, and Taylor Lautner. That was a lot more to work with. So they're hoping at least to get Shailene Woodley and Theo James to jump out here. So you'll look for those characters, and I believe Theo James's character's name is Four. So you're going to want to look for him to trend. So pay attention to that. Then on YouTube. Now the question is, when will the trailer go up on YouTube? It might be exclusive to MTV's website for a little bit, and then when I think it goes to YouTube, it'll probably be exclusive again to the Summit Screening Room YouTube channel. That's where they debuted about 15 seconds of the trailer on Thursday or Friday, and so it'll probably be their exclusive, and that means I won't be able to do a trailer review probably for about the first 24 to 48 hours, because that's what happened with Hunger Games. Now, the good thing about that is that means the views for the trailer for Divergent won't be spread out across multiple videos. You'll be able to get a very clear picture as to how the trailer is being received. And if it doesn't reach 1 million views at least in the first 24 hours, I think Summit and Lionsgate should be concerned. So that's what you want to look for on Twitter and YouTube, because this is the other thing. The media can't spin a story anymore. They can't say, oh, the trailer's a huge hit. Because social media has kind of taken that power away from them, you get the gut, realistic reaction as to how people feel. You saw that with the Ben Affleck Batman news. So they're not going to be able to hide how this trailer is received. Now, what does the trailer need to accomplish? I feel it needs to show that it's not the Hunger Games. Because there's this new thing going on where there's like legitimate fan fiction. People are saying Mortal Instruments is fan fiction of Harry Potter. 50 Shades of Grey is fan fiction of Twilight. And I think to some degree, it appears to me at least, as a non-reader of the books, that Divergent is fan fiction of the Hunger Games. I just see so many similarities from the way the young people are divided up among different groups, a dystopian future, an oppressive government. I just see a lot of that stuff popping up. So that's why I think the trailer needs to prove that it's its own thing. It's not just a spin-off, because I think that's why The Hunger Games is successful. Even though I myself say that it compared to Twilight often because it's going after the same audience, it's still a very different type of movie, and I think that that's crucial. So that's what I think this trailer needs to accomplish. So I'm curious to see what everybody here thinks. What do you think of Divergent? Do you think that it will hit? Why do you think it wasn't a bigger deal at Comic-Con? Write your thoughts down below for the trailer when it does come out. And also, even if you're not a fan, what do you think of the way this has kind of evolved, the way they promote film now, and how social media plays such a strong part, and how you can almost look at it like a trajectory of something. It becomes almost scientific. It's fascinating to watch. So I think that, again, go ahead, either tune in or don't. I do think the VMAs looks like a good show tonight, but watch something else, do whatever you want to do, but keep an eye on Twitter, keep an eye on YouTube. It's just fascinating to see how these things evolve. So those are my thoughts. Enjoy the Divergent trailer, and I'll see you soon back with my trailer review as soon as I can get it up.